going, everyone? Welcome back. This is Black Mamba 44. We're going to be playing a little bit more Tyranny. Let's get into this. So characters become wounded when they're knocked out. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. So I don't think any of my characters have been wounded. And let's get going. So 8 days. So we can go to Echo Call Crossing, no real point. We'll go to the Scarlet Chorus camp. So let's go. Take an hour, 30 minutes. Now we're ambushed. Our path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian Guard. I can go no further until we deal with them. Alright. It's loading, and there the three of us are.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
So, aquamarine body paint. It's blue body pigment, bladed staff, traditional trappings, School of Tides. Majority of the school fled before the coming to Kairos, and they were last seen during the first campaign. They study the magic of water and Gravelight, the art of directing the moon's arcane light to baleful, searing energy. So, yeah. Her name's Ebb. She has loyalty and fear. You're not going to see that if they're not going to be companions. Now, something that happened the first time I played, and I'm sorry if this is going to take a little bit of time, but the first time I played, I got her to 5 fear without her even being in my party. So I basically got an achievement that said reach maximum fear, loyalty, and a companion. So I had maximum fear with her. And she looks, as the kids say, thick, I believe. She's also like 74. Blue. She has a blue flag. So it's a symbol of diplomacy and truce, recognized across most of the known world. And the Tearsmen hold it dear. So it's if you hurt anyone and there's a blue flag in the Tears in Kairos' empire, the customary punishment is death. So it's basically a truce right now.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
Yeah, in accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Alright, so, assuming he's our prisoner, what would you offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy, got other limbs too.
I would not have us barter with oathbreakers. Certainly not for anything less than disfavored lives.
You say there's something worth less than a disfavored life. Call me intrigued.
Alright, so Tarkus Deimos is with the chorus now.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Alright, so we recognize that that's the guy who held Drastus hostage. So we'll say that he's dead.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Alright, bow deeply, sorry you did not find what you were seeking.
Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out. In accordance with our ancient customs north and south, let us part with peaceful accord.
End conversation. So that happens every time. But like I said, what happened last time Also, if you look on the mini-map, you can actually tell where different things are going to be. So you can make out the faintest outline of a soldier's arm in the bottom of this pond, a victim of a previous battle in the area. I want to see his arm.
Quiet down.
Fuck. Oh, and there's a loose rock. So we got Azerbell, Vagrant's Chaw, Blood Moss. We'll take it all. And then we found something else, should be up here. There's a little thing in the rock. We found Vagrant's Chaw, Skycap, and Azerbell. That's pretty cool. So this, grassland tiers stretch far throughout the land. Much of it remains uninhabited and unclaimed by any faction. So, yeah, that's an unavoidable, what is it? That's an unavoidable encounter. So, it will always say that you're ambushed, and it's always Ebb. Ebb and her, 3 tiersmen. So, let's keep going. Let's get to that camp. It's 45 minutes. Scarlet Chorus are a little bit crazy. That's why we're gonna join them. They're a little bit fast and loose. You know, they sort of do what they want, and they don't need no man. You know, so yeah, I think they're a good deal. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, let's talk to him. Quiet, Shiv. It proves everything. The warrior slams her fist. Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. You not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. So what's the problem here? No problem here, Madam Binder. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. So I'm calling him out, because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily, but I'll have your hands and feet removed and the rest of you kept for my own use. Nice. What are you talking about, bud? Fuck yeah, allow me to join you. I enjoy a good bloodbath. More favor of Scarlet Chorus. Be my guest. Oh, sorry. Be my guest. I've always wanted to see a Fate Binder in action. Alright. Alright, so he'll be quiet. Shrugs his shoulder. Yeah, I'll fight for Quiet Shiv. And nervously clutches his blade. She laughed. Huh! Got him then. I'll guard your back with my blade. End conversation. Let's fuck him up! Alright, so let's do this. We just gained this one. So, we'll do that. We'll skewer. And, Barrack, you can striking troll. Or is it? Striking iron.
On it.
Oh. Alright, pause it again. Let's get up there and let's just freeze him. Okay. Nice.
On it.
Alright. So we took him out. They have a bent bronze sword. We can sell that. We'll take it all. Go up here. Talk to Quiet Shiv. She says, "What are you looking at?" Great. So this guy says, state our business, so. Past this point is Chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's constrip. You sure you're in the right place? And we can go, I'm Linux, Fatebinder of Tunin, I'm here to help vanquish the Oathbreakers. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but you seem too ugly to be her. Why exactly should I let you in? And more importantly, what's this hulking ton of iron doing here? So stepping close, push her down. So before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, and the other guard laughs. Can't believe you sassed the Fate Binder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? Come on in, don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. We gained a lot of athletics. 2. And that's a decent amount, to be perfectly honest. So we can talk to pretty much any of these guys. But we need to talk to Fifth Eye. So what's this? Scroll. Let's read it for 32 lore. Sigil of Illusion. It's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see what that does. Is it a core? It is. It's often derided by combat mages for its inability to kill outright. Alright, so it's basically saying spectral blur. What's this? False pit. Oh, nice. That's interesting. So a false pit basically creates an illusion where the person thinks that they're falling into a pit forever. And we can make it a little bit stronger. And they're left prone until they can make sense of it. It's cool. It's cool. I don't think that's really for me. Not right now, at least. We wanted to talk with Fifth Eye first. Threadbare tends show sign of hard use and long-term exposure to the elements. That's Scarlet Fury. Snigler Dogos. Let's make sure we get that name right all the time. So small marks have been painted onto this corpse, marking certain body parts as more difficult targets than others. Damn. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go up here. Let's take what's in it. So they have Scarlet Fury Buttes, and Bronze Hammer. So we'll take it all. Talk to Fifth Eye. Oh man, what voice did I use? The Binder of Tunin returns! Or arrives! And we just finished having a bit of sport with some captives. But worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Now that you have issued this edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? So, how does the camp respond to the edict? With mewling, bawling, the occasional orgy, frequent vomitus. The bloodlust is there, but so is the fear of failure. Should our glorious horde fail to overrun the citadel, we will surely all perish. I mean, I don't see the disfavored pulling their weight. So, I can say not here to follow your every order, but we all need to work together to stop this edict. I trust you're getting your soldiers ready. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. Given their pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the outer valley. And unless we deal with the second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. Remain silent. If you guys want to read the other choices, that's fine with me. I'm probably going to do another playthrough at some point. It's probably going to take a while. But I'll probably be choosing each one, you know, and I'll try to remember how each character's voice sounds. So, you know, you're not reading Fifth Eye and I'm sounding like this. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use your help questioning this Pariah Kell. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. Yeah, I'll speak with them. I'll meet you there. She's waiting by the other prisoners. Then, if we walk up, I think one of these slows us down. So, Variakel, no, that's a Vendrian guard. Basically saying filthy mongrels. Fifth Eye comes up. Barman, let the Fatebinder speak with our catch of the day. Very well, Fifth Eye. So, Variakel. Hey, someone! I wish to bow before the voices of Narat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. This one was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcomed into the chorus as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join with the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. So, you claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live, and you don't need to be the Archon of Premonitions to know that the Younger Realms are gone for good. Kairos is the new strength of the tiers. Now I'd rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. Tell me what you know, and I can see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Palox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. So, let's say your line. Why don't you tell me what you actually know, and I'll see about saving you. 15 subterfuge skill. Well, you see, so I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you. Search that one. And she points to a corpse. The tall, dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was a literate one in our crew. He had the orders. So, old parchment comes out. It's nonsense, just mash of words. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. He snaps his fingers at a nearby Scarlet Fury. Snatches the long knife from her belt. I heard her say she'd swear fealty to the voices of Narat. An initiation rite would be in order. Wrath. Seeing as you are an expert on the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What, then, would you propose we do with her? So, I always like this, but went to the other two prisoners. Let's test her loyalty. Varia, kill these guardsmen with something blunt. And we gain favor. Nice. So yeah, so we basically choose that. She kills both of her friends. Good, good. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. Do not fail us. Where's a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? And we can end the conversation. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position. Not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
So there's an older gentleman with quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls from Sages of the School of Ink and Quill. So he has burns on his arms, and he's emaciated, and he has a smile. Who are you?
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian Guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful?
Alright, so hired quills, they're basically people, they just write shit down for, like, important people. So before we show it to him, let's read it for ourselves. And it's a message of modest length. It's professional, but it's hasty penmanship. They have a bunch of different ways of writing. So this script, we don't know. So, can you read this?
Well, let me see. I can't. Uh-huh. So, I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. When used as a sage that doesn't know his letters. I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. So, it can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. So, yeah, on time, give him a chance to translate. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Tunin's court? Last I checked, only the Archon of Secrets can tell me what to do with a prisoner. If the old man wants freedom, we shall give him his fair shot at a trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Alright, so we'll start this. He obviously has useful information, yet you're willing to let him die for sport?
Clearly you need an education in Scarlet Chorus justice. Anything that satisfies their sick amusement is fair play. If the conquest is any judge, there are no limits to their depravity.
Did Graven Ash castrate you during recruitment, or do you just not know the meaning of the word fun? I'm actually curious.
Is it not obvious? If he is a true enemy of the Overlord, he will perish by our blades. If he can survive, then he is strong, and the strong lead, thus his crimes will not be crimes, but simply the actions of the mighty. What's not to understand? This isn't alchemy. Fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
In favor with the Scarlet Chorus, so... Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Trial by combat is upon us! So, he's let go of his post, and, he smiles. So, a bunch of people. Barrack, if they got this worked up to fight the enemy, I venture the war would be over by now. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. So I'm not sure how many people we have to fight. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets a standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? Oh. 5 people. Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin. Alright, so let's start off. Landry levels up. So, he has a quill. So if you look at his equipment, he doesn't have like a staff. He has a quill. That's one-handed and thrown weapon. So he doesn't have a magic staff. He has a one-handed weapon. So he has control life. He's better at the back, so we'll put him... so yeah, control life is useful with vigor or vitality and wits. So let's do some more wits. We'll put his vitality there. Save the changes. Go in here, so he has quill and preservation. I like putting his points in preservation. So we'll start off with greater renewal. Renewal basically restores our weapons and armor to pristine condition. and the damage from weapons and protection from armor gets better. So we can choose any two. So we also can have a shield, we can have healer, or vigor. So I like greater renewal and vigor for Landry. So let's pause there. We don't really need restoring touch, greater renewal. I like to cast it on Barrack. Barrack, you go ahead, you get them. Verse, you get them as well. And I will start shooting.
I'll take care.
So let's keep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so mine is cast. Now I will hope. Okay. So I think I messed up with one of these. I don't really care about difficulty. No. I want auto pause. I don't want it when a character's attacked anymore. Okay. There. There we go. Way more useful. So we killed one. Alright, so what skills do we have? Let's go over here. Landry is losing some health. Verse is worse for wear. So we'll give Verse some more health. Alright, so Landry is bleeding. He has a wound, and they're cleared on rest. That's not too good. Okay, I don't know why Barrack came over here, and you were fighting her, were you not? So let's do that. Verse, skewer them, and I'm still waiting for my magic.
I will aid you.
Alright.
I got it.
And there we go.
Hope you fancy red.
By the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. By the customs set forth by the voices of Narat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the chorus, yet lived to tell the tale. So, that was fun. Your warriors almost put up a good fight. More favor. So, that's pretty good. It really is bloodletting weather, is it not? My conscripts need to see more warriors of your skill in action. I thank you for the lesson you have given the camp. I thought I'd die tied to that post. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. Well, much of the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a mean spot west of Trip Nettle. So, the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight of the chorus gang, but perhaps they'll parley if yours is a face they see. I know the area, and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. So, you're offering to come with me. Why? Because the alternative is what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kairos. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. You want to chronicle me? Well, of course, even if the burning library is never rebuilt, our work to chronicle the days and events needn't cease. You're a noteworthy player in this whole war. I can't think of another living fate binder that has been twice given the honor of proclamation. So we can swear fealty to me and I will let you leave this place with me. Basically, that means that you're forcing them to, like, pledge themselves to you. It's sort of shitty, not gonna lie, but I mean, you know, no one said that we're the good guys. We're just the better alternative, right? I mean, besides, he's on the ground, so we can do whatever we want. Something's amiss. There's a lot in fight of you for an old scholar. Now you're offering to join this expedition? I met sages every bit as cutthroat as hardened gang bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. Smart for someone your age to be so mistrusting, but I'm not with the Oathbreakers if that's what you're fishing at. I worked for them under duress, but I've no love of them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kairos-fearing vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend all our time binding books and sketching wildlife, just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wild Wrath. Can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the bronze dance. So we can say, and your little quill dagger, just for decoration? Well, I mean, sages always need to have a quill handy, so it just sort of blends into the ensemble on a casual glance. And the customary term is bladed remix, but who's keeping track? Fine. If you're so eager, come with me. So we got loyalty with him. That's good. Splendid. You won't be disappointed. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how not to get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way. Let me know if I can be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to, Trip Nettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Alright, so, since he joined us, he's now, he just can, but so I figure we'll explore the camp first. So, arrows are splintered, fletching modded, likely pulled from corpses. Barrels full of murky red water, severed limbs bob under the greasy soup skin. And battle plans are scribbled over a bloody stained map of the tiers. Arrow points towards the inner ring of the Vendrian's Well Valley, and small circles are drawn around the citadel. Most of the provisions are withered with rot. So you can see a difference. The two camps are both pretty, the disfavored are decent, and the Scarlet Chorus are pretty shitty. Let's talk to Deathneal. You? So you are Tunan's Fatebinder. I was expecting something more impressive? Deathneal, Scarlet Fury, my time is yours for as long as it amuses me. Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your words and law, leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would just be a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our horde recruits seem good for, as of late, spying in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. Keeps up, and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standards. Again. Now what do you want? You said something about the horde thinning? Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the course for as long as I've been in it. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn to something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword like the disfavored do is nothing but a waste. Conquered enemy is but a new ally. Merely requires the proper coercion. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Vendrian guards, strengthened by their numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn. So I have a better plan hatched. And, what might that be? Brutal, efficient, I like it. Favor. Had a feeling you'd see it my way. I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned and unsuspecting. Instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with Oathbreakers, claimed from the battlefield. How exactly do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach this day. What do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea, save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds like a bit of fun. Woohoo! My methods are surefire. You'll see. I'll mark the settlement on your map. Can't wait to see the outcome of your efforts. I'll say, what were you expecting? Let's see. From your deeds during the conquest to how you've helped us since then, I expected a mountain Warrior of colossal size who could shout a rampart wall into submission. Think you'll do just fine. How's military life treat you so far? Oh, it's a wonder of wonders. I eat what I want, I shit where I want, and I kill who I want. Sometimes I even combine pleasures. My enthusiasm for the work brought me here. Decorated Scarlet Fury veteran, eh? But I'm looking for advancement. If it means killing one of the gang bosses, I'm not above taking a swing at someone bigger than me. They can be bigger than you. Just make sure they don't hit harder than you. Wise words, sister. So, what's your role? She's a Scarlet Fury. I mean, we already know that. And, what can you tell me in Scarlet Chorus? Voices of Narat's glory made manifest, and the chorus strength rises, and the weak feed the soil. Our ways terrify the cowardly and shock the naive, but our traditions exist to offer promise and prestige to those fit to claim it. We abandon all petty rules for one simple law: the strongest must lead. Farewell. So we can go over here.
Interesting.
Ooh,
It's all in the reflexes.
So right here we found something as well. It's Rot Spear. We'll take this. That is a small bottle. Let's talk to Salvaros. Oh, Fatebinder of Tunin. Were I a betting or a superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me today. I am not. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as this here mud and shit stinking chorus camp? Have anything you'd like to report, soldier? Maybe you know something unusual during your time here? What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast. But no. No, the screamers seem mostly in order, ma'am. And I haven't been spying. That's what you're implying, ma'am. Of course, even if I was, it'd be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail. It's not for lack of trying on my part. What do you mean? Oh, lost favor, gained favor. Shit happens. I'm not here to keep a steady eye on the Oathbreakers, who they give far too much freedom after conscription. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem, and require a stock of troops from Iron Marshal Aeronomius for reinforcements if needed. They won't listen to me, nor confide in me, or fight beside the brethren I could request. Why are you stationed with the chorus? From the way most of my days go, you'd think I was here to row with blood chanters and Scarlet Furies. But my post is to represent the disfavored interests before Fifth Eye and the Scarlet Chorus for Iron Marshal Aeronomius. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna suck at it. Not that I've gotten to do either in so much as the last span. What do you think of them? They're rabid dogs, a lot of them. Ever seen a screamer racing headlong in a battle like a hound chasing a winter hare? I have. And I can tell you more often than not, it's a screamer who ends up skinned and gutted. Leave the campaign to the chaos that's a chorus and we're doomed. You act like it's a punishment to be assigned to this detail. Isn't it? I know I fucked up to get here. Got 3 days in the hole and a nice little promotion to go with my new post. Well, I won't be making the same mistake twice when it comes to the Iron Marshal. I should be out there, fighting for Ash's glory, not standing here ready to run back a report should something ever finally fucking happen. So what exactly did he do to end up here? Made the grave mistake of suggesting the Iron Marshal wasn't fully utilizing the Scarlet Chorus. Well, here I am, a liaison's officer to a camp of liars and cheats who'd sooner gut me than ask for my aid. Guess she showed me. Farewell. Because I don't really want to, like, diss him or anything, you know. And let's keep grabbing everything. Take that. That's Fifth Eye. We still need to talk to Snigler. Stench of piss and fecal matter emanate from this tent when clearly not used for rest. And these spears are brittle and rusted. Let's go up here. Let's talk to Reg and Boz. Well, look who we have here. The Fatebinder finally showed herself. I'm Reg. And this is Boz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The Fifth Eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in the camp who will give you answers, or even a smile. So, tell me about yourself, Boz. I was a sellsword in the beck and call of fat merchants, just another dented face in the crowd. After too many years of spilling blood in local skirmishes, realized that I was only killing time. Kyra showed me a better way. Unity. Purpose. Now I fight for something, not just someone. Been watching the Scarlet Furies, practicing my blade work. Not good enough to join them yet, but I bet I could show you a thing or two. What about you, Reg? I had a family, a farm, then the Chorus came and, well, now I have the Chorus. Priorities change when you hear screams in the night, feel a blade pressed to your neck. Things like farms or families don't seem as important. I used to have nightmares thinking about the culling. Felt awful remembering how I hacked my ma and dad to bits just so I could survive. So when the Scarlet Chorus conscripts a village, they hold a ceremony known as a culling. Every able-bodied man, woman, and child is given a weapon, forced to fight their family and friends to the death. Those who survive are deemed strong enough and free from old ties to join the army of the Voices of Narad. Fifth Eye heard me howling one night, pulled me out of the court and took an interest in me. Now I'm studying magic, calling fire from nothing. If my mom and dad could see me now, they'd be so proud. Tell me about your time. Reg and I were conscripted at the Gates of Judgment. He used to fight for Aachen, me for Azur. How many fights we survived so far? 11? No, 14. I count each day and Sunder separately. The chorus is not as bad as it smells. The strong like me and Reg, we're allowed to take what we want, what we deserve. We live only as well as our strength affords us, as it should be. What can you tell me about Fifth Eye? They say he shares a direct link with the Voices of Narad. Guard your tongue around him. He's a little wild, bloodthirsty, mad, brilliant. I was going to say eccentric. The chorus isn't picky about who joins the ranks, so you can expect to find some unusual types. Most are as likely to kill you as promote you. So, yeah, what do you know about Vendrian's Well? Walls might seem imposing, but the Vendrian Guard do a better job of hiding its weakness than fixing them. We took the Citadel once before, we could take it again. We have to, don't we? Though Kairos knows I don't want to stay any longer than necessary. You should know better than parade your cowardice before the Fatebinder. It's not cowardice, it's just superstition. Are you afraid of the Spire? Sorry, Fatebinder, shouldn't have mentioned anything. Fact of the matter is, we were told to stay away from the spires and old walls ever since we were babes. Of all the dumb childhood lessons that fell by the wayside, that one stayed the same. Imagine a soldier of the chorus pissing himself over architecture. More like what's underneath it. The Bane lurk around those old sites and kill anything they can catch unawares. No wish to meet the Bane in combat unless there are 100 blood chancers at my back. Me neither, I suppose. So we can ask him what Fifth Eye been teaching us. We'll make this valley burn. We can do magic staff, subterfuge, lore. Not really interested. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. So I mentioned this earlier. So up here. Iron rings, bronze rings, copper rings. I was wrong. So iron's worth the most. Then it's bronze. Then copper. Alright, so that's too much. Alright, but we'll go over here. We'll snag this chest. We'll talk to a Snigler. Good old Sniggy, as I call him. So we get Potion of Elemental Barrier. And let's go up. Let's talk to good old Snigs. Snig the Wig, you know, as he's known around these parts. So we can rest here as well. So yeah, we already looked at that tent. So Snigler Dagos. What an honor. The name Snigler Dagos, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire. I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Kairos' forces supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. Let's see your wares. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. So we can get a Ripper, Blood Chanter Staff. It's probably better than mine. Yeah, it says better than mine, but deals fire. I don't know if I'm all about fire. So these all cost decent. Yeah, let's just we'll leave. So it looks like that's it. Let's talk to Fifth Eye. You have anything else? Who's the strongest in your camp? I am, naturally. Well, the Archon is, without question, the mightiest in camp. Deathneil is the master trainer here, and she's almost tough enough to take me. She's a biter. Don't tell her I told you that, but she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humility is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been one with the Furies even longer than Deathneil. Too bad that skill in poisonance did nothing to save her sisters. So, no humility? I like that in a fighter. Oh, Versus is a shred or two of decency, just enough to keep you guessing. You two should get along like a couple of caged parrots, squawking to each other's mutual delight. I swear, the Fifth Eye gets barmier every time I speak to him. But what's your role in the chorus? While the whole of the chorus remains loyal to the voices of Narat, I am truly the most loyal. Oh, so loyal. Of his numerous warriors. He is a Crimson Spear, part of the Archon's inner circle. Dozens of the strongest gang bosses answer to him. From there, the orders trickle down to the rest of the army. I am the Archon's martial retainer and humble servant. I am his eyes and his ears, but also his mouth, for I speak with his authority when he is absent. And I am his killing edge when the rabble is moved to war. So, did you ask for this honor? I did not have to. The voices of Narat saw the need inside of me, and through his arcane ministrations, burned away the clinging, cloying parts of me that foolishly resisted his enlightenment. Disgusting as I may find this creature, the Fifth Eye is not the only one who has suffered changes in the service of the war. No, indeed, you ironclad behemoth. Have you ever considered jumping ship and enlisting with the chorus? With strength like yours, we could have you lead in a decorated gang in your first week. If I ever jumped ship, it would only be to sink to the bottom of the waves, beyond the reach of you and your parasite of an Archon. So, when did you take the vows of the chorus? Unlike most of the conscripts here, I did not need a cudgel against the head to see the wisdom of the Archon of Secrets. I proudly joined the chorus in its nascent days, left my home in Bastard City, joined with the incoming chorus, and the rest is glory and history. These days, you follow the chorus or die. We who chose the path and killed to defend our place are the old guard. Even if it's been 2 or 3 years, the chorus has a short memory. So, farewell. I don't really see a point in continuing to talk. So, let's go out here. There should be, it looks like a chest right there. It's saying that there's some right here as well. So let's snag that. It's a broken staff. We're probably going to go ahead and sell all this. In the next episode, well, maybe. Next episode, we're going to take care of some of the side quests. You know, I'm going to try to label these with all the important aspects.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
With all the important aspects of the game. So, yeah. So let's, I think you can save from, nope. Okay. So, I figure that I'm going to try to label each of these with basically what we're doing. So, you know, this one will be Scarlet Chorus Camp. The last one was the Disfavored Camp. So next, I'll just be pretty much labeling the side quests. If we do more than one, you know, that'll probably be unlikely. But as it is, I think that this is good. You know, we met the Scarlet Chorus. They don't really introduce a whole lot new characters as time goes on. So we'll mostly be dealing with like Fifth Eye some more, the voices of Narat. Like I said, don't really intend to go with the Disfavored this time. I've already done that, unless they've changed a bunch of stuff from the DLC that they came out with. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. I hope that everyone has a great day, if not, you know, a great anything else. Great couple seconds. Yeah, you know, that's it. So, thanks for watching. This is Black Mom 44, out.